Oh, I am so beginning to hate this zone. It's just so inhospitable and nasty and wonderful and everything in the world. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to The Long Dark and our Interloper run. It has been several days since you guys last met this character or saw this character, and we have been kind of busy taking care of a few little things just around camp, trying to get a couple of things locked up and ready to go. So I'm going to relight this fire since I've got a mag lens, and we can talk about what's going on. What I had intended to do, actually, today was to finally go out and go play around in the general area. And Blackrock has not allowed me to get very far past this little local area. We do have a decent pile of meat. I've managed to kill a few more wolves, and we picked up a couple of the rabbits and a few other things laying around, but it's definitely another way of trying to force a player to go do things. I'm going to put these back down. The fire, I had to waste a match. Hello, there you go. That's the correct thing. To be able to do a few things, and then, you know, a blizzard rolled up. I was going to cook a couple of things and make a couple of teas, and then a blizzard rolled in and locked me in the actual building over here for a little bit. And that is kind of the way it has been for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. I've gotten about 4, maybe 5 hours of outside time to be able to actually do a few things. And, well, you know, you make those days as usable as you possibly can, but it's been getting a little annoying. So what I'm hoping for right now is that the weather's going to break just long enough for us to be able to go do a little bit more exploring. I've had to fight multiple sets of timberwolves. There's another one right there. And, well, we've had to do a couple of things. I did find and or locate one of the arrows that we lost, and I think I know where the other one is, so I kind of want to go over there and go get it. I'm just kind of waiting for the wind to stop blowing so that we can do a couple of things. So I think I'm going to go ahead and drop this, and we'll leave about that much here. So what we need to do is, we've got all these nice torches on us. We're going to go ahead and use one. We're going to do this, and we're going to talk about a few things really quickly. You guys should have a couple of minutes, so let's go inside very quickly. We did kill another deer, so we now have 3 deer pelts. These things will be ready to go here fairly soon. I have a nice pile of guts going, and we do finally have another cured maple sapling. That's beautiful, so I'll pick that up. We do have a bunch of stuff going on in here. Of course, the same old stuff as always. I just want to make sure I have a bunch of things going. I did sort out a couple of things. I did put a couple of rabbit skins up here, and I'm going to leave a couple of these behind, at least for right now, mainly so we can get light on the weather. It has been, I'm going to say, well, I mean, we can look how many days. We walked into, last episode, we walked into Blackrock, and I have been in here trying to get started and at least built up. Where is it? Days in Hush River, days in Ash, days in, we've been in here for 5 days. So, yeah, it's been 3 or 4 days likely since I recorded, at least in-game last. So we're going to have to kind of move on forward. Now, I want to go find this last little place. All of these should be hot still. I kind of don't like to walk away from them like that, but we're going to go ahead and just drink a couple of them right now, just so that we're heated up as good as we can. Okay, it's still on. Wonderful. Let's go see if we can get this other wolf. I think I know where he's at. We might have seen him the last episode, because I think it's over in this area. So I walked a little bit of this area, walked around. I've kind of just pretty much walked most of this area as I can. I think the pack that we killed initially, at least at this amount of time, has respawned. They're back, which means we're going to have to play with them if we continue to stay around in this area. I really kind of like that as far as a base is concerned. It's really nice. So this pack, I've already shot one of them. I already killed one. So I'm kind of interested to see whether or not we can get them to kind of just leave us alone for a second. So let's make us a fire real quick. They're all kind of spooky. We should be able to get rid of them pretty quickly. I don't want to shoot any more arrows into these fools. We've got plenty of food at this point.
Come on, little fire.
Come on. Come on. That's one. Let's see. We should have lots of... No, put this away. I don't want to throw anything at him. I should say, I don't want to throw any arrows at him. I want to throw torches at him at this point. That's another one. Let's get this guy to go away from that torch. Come on. He's stuck. There. Done. All right. Nice. Sometimes they'll get stuck on the edge of things like that, and then you can play with them. So, all right, cool. Just that's one of those things where if you point at them and they don't move, they're stuck on the fire. They will get stuck on a torch, especially if they run up on top of one like that. So that's a good way of making sure they won't move. Average, generally, it's going to take about 2 shots to kill one of those things. So let's go see if we can find our other arrow. I think it's over here in an area we can definitely explore. But I kind of want to try to get to we're either going to do the prison today, or we're going to do the west side, I'm guessing the west side of the map over there, and then maybe end up in the prison. So I do, like I said, I kind of want to find this other arrow just because. Now I figured this one, okay, these guys might be part of the same thing. So I had there was one wolf right here that I went ahead and cleaned up and harvested, and then we had to fight them like really close in here. So I don't even believe I checked this car. Let's check it real quick. But the weather has just been terrible. I think in the last 5 days we've had 7 or 8 blizzards. It's been ridiculous. I mean, just utterly ridiculous. Is there anything back here? Okay. Now likely there may be a set of timber wolves in here. We may have a pack of them in here. But I think... Okay, they've cleared out. This is another nice little area to kind of come into. However, there's not a whole lot to do. But I think I saw, before it despawned, there it is. Okay, awesome. Thank you. They will stay in world. They will stay in world, but you have to kind of pay attention to where something happens. So I happened to be up on top of that rock, and I looked down, and I saw what looked like a corpse, a human corpse, and that, I guess, was not a human corpse. Beautiful. Cool. So let's check this little area out right here. We have time, and I have a lot of torches. Can I get the right thing, please? Go. Use. Hopefully the wind won't get blown out. Of course, we have a mag lens, so we can for sure start another fire over here. But we can finally do a little bit of exploring. Get us a couple of more reishi. I might go ahead and drink another tea real quick. It's pretty cold. I knew you were going to do that. Just put it away. I think we're all right and safe for a while. That's the beauty of those guys, is once you get to that point where you've scared them off enough, yeah, I figured we're going to be kind of screwed. Once you scare them off enough, or at least scare the entire morale, it's going to take a day or two for the morale to come back. So we should be reasonably safe at this point. So I do kind of want to loot a little bit of this area, because this is another Timberwolf pack spawn area. It's Supervisor's house, or I forget what the heck it's called in story, but there's a couple of things to look for. Mainly a few things over here. Yes, we'll take. No, we won't. And is there anything in the pickup? Jerky. Excellent. Might have to start another fire and light some torches. Excellent. That's actually what I was looking for. I'm looking for more of those. We're kind of screwed when it comes to torches. There's sometimes a piece of stuff there. Good deal. Toolbox. That's interesting. I think I found that here last time. Now, I have a couple of rabbit pelts, so I think we're okay. I was going to go ahead and harvest both of those two guys, but I think we're going to leave them alone for the moment, mainly because there's nothing out here to store them in. We'd have to haul them all the way back over to our little house right now. I have plenty of those, so let's go ahead and pick a couple of things up and see about going down. I guess we can go down into the ravine then over here for a little bit. We got lots of daylight, so let's go get a bunch more food. and maybe deal with a real wolf. I might have to light a fire, though. It's going to be kind of cold, and we're going to have to warm back up. That's cool. All right, cool. I'm glad I found that arrow. That's good. Now I feel better. Not that I was really overly concerned about it. Like, I kind of don't really carry a lot of arrows anyway, and I've learned as you play the game to kind of try to be conservative with your arrows anyway and don't take stupid shots. We just needed food, and I needed a bunch of dead wolves. When you walk into an area like that, a wolf is usually the easiest way to get a bunch of food. So we'll come down here. Can I manage to get a fire lit, like maybe right here, and warm up a tea? Yes. Good. Give me stick. Start. Just going to plunk a couple of these teas down that we already have. They won't take long to warm up. So you and you drink it. Drink that too. We've got lots of stuff. Let me have a torch. Maybe we can keep that fire for a little while. I know the wind's kind of blowing. But I kind of wanted to come down here and at least pick up some of the stuff that I know is down here. Maybe we'll be able to do this. There should be a whole bunch of cattails down here. And I'm not going to keep that torch lit to save my life because the wind never stops blowing in Blackrock. So I'm going to collect all these up, and then we're going to run to the other end of this. Is it still on? Can I have a fire? Can I have a torch? Wind just quit. So maybe we'll keep a torch. All right, I'm going to go clean up the cattails down here. Well, that was a nice find. Okay, so we hit the end of this little section. This section kind of dead ends in a little bitty rock pile, and then that's kind of the end of it. This zone has a ton of cattails in it. I mean, just a ton of cattails. That will be one thing that I will say as far as is interest in coming here is that there is just plenty of, once you figure it out, plenty of food. I really kind of think I want to try a spawn in this zone because I do know where certain things are, and I don't know how nasty it would be to spawn in Blackrock, but I kind of figure it probably wouldn't be great. Actually, I don't want to go up there. That goes up to another section. We're not going to go up there. We don't need to worry about that right now. I actually missed one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, walk back out of here, and see what else we can find real quick. I'm just kind of picking up all the sticks and the things and the stuff as we go. We're going to head back over to the substation, drop a bunch of this off. I think what I want to do today, man, I walked right by a bunch of them. Torch must have been dead. What we're going to do today, or at least once we get this little section figured out, is we're going to go to the west side of the map and kind of try to get as much of that uncovered as we can. There's a couple of things over there I really want to look at, or at least see if they're there. And we might even try to poke a bear with an arrow, maybe. I'm not 100% well-versed or at least known on what that side of the map is. This whole side of the map, pretty much, I explored it almost entirely when I was in story, so I forget this is such a pain in the butt. Come on. The west side, I didn't spend a lot of time exploring it, mainly because it's kind of a wide open, kind of wilds area that's kind of spooky, and it's a lot of this, and it's kind of, you know, it's kind of fun. So I think that's what we're going to go do. So let's make a run back over to the substation, and hopefully the weather tomorrow will continue to carry on the way this weather has been. So I might even go ahead and pop these two little guys while we're here. How heavy are we? No, we're not going to. That's going to be like 10 pounds of rabbit that I don't want to play with. So let's go look at this house. I don't really think, I think there was a container the last time we came over here, or last time I came over here, and then we'll run up the bridge and then go to bed. I think. Don't see any more cattails. She's getting tired finally. I needed to spend the day outside because I've literally passed so much time indoors that I was at cabin fever risk once again, and I'm actually kind of concerned that at this point, even if we take a nap or sleep the entire 6 to 10 hours or whatever it is, 10, 12 hours that we're going to be able to sleep, that we're going to have a problem. So that was a stick. I thought so. Anyhow, let's see. Sometimes there was a container. At least I think my other lopers that I played with had a container here. We're going to go ahead and pick this wood up and go ahead and continue to carry this torch. I've been kind of overly using matches, and I'm not happy about it because of just this. This is the other kind of thing that this zone does. It's always just never really easy to work in. And again, it's you know, it's the hardest difficulty in the game next to what you can do in custom. But it is kind of annoying that especially ever since they added this zone, the weather patterns have changed a little bit, and they've been taking a little bit of getting used to. So that snowstorm that I keep talking about, that never was a thing. I mean, that just all day long snowstorm was not really much of a thing like that. It would snow for a little bit, and then it would either get nice or it would blizzard. So you always knew to be looking for shelter when it started to kind of just snow or snow gently. And now snowing gently is an all-day event kind of thing, which I guess is okay. I mean, it's a natural kind of a deal. But it is what it is. So let's go check this section out real quick. There's a couple of more vehicles. Anything? Probably not. I mean, we're at that point once again. Is there battery? No battery. Anything in the back of the trailer? Blocked bridge. Blocked bridge? Blocked a bridge. Anything. Just a bunch of boxes. I need to eventually test to see if there's anything in these boxes. But there was something that I figured out a while ago when I was playing story that I don't know whether it was intentional or not. And I think you can get up here. In story mode, not this mode, you can get off the map right here by doing something kind of like this. You get up here, and let's see, did they put the wall in? They put a wall in. All right, they figured that out. In story mode, I got off the map right here. I climbed all the way up on this branch, got on top of the truck, and that bridge actually exists. It's all the way across. You walk all the way out, and then you're out into the round of the rest of the world. So it was kind of funny. So, all right, cool. They either patched that for this area. I may have to go back and look at that save. Now that the game has been updated for survival mode, because theoretically that connects to, you know, Keeper's Pass, which means maybe in story mode you can go to Keeper's. I don't know. We'll see. If I ever get bored, when I get bored, if I get bored, however that works, we'll see. I'll see. I doubt very seriously I will share that. That's something for those of you that want to play, you know, silliness like that. You can do that if you want to. So we need to go over here. And I need to get her a little bit more tired than she currently is. We got a lot of sticks. I burnt through a bunch of sticks. I mean, I burnt through probably 60 sticks in the last 5 days. So I'm collecting sticks because it makes sense to collect sticks. And when we get back, I'm going to probably burn through some more sticks because we're out of torches, and I think I'm going to need some water, although I do believe I probably have a bit. Plus, I got another wolf I could harvest if I really felt like it. How much food is on this guy? Ooh, yeah, I think we're going to do that, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, 163 days, 21 hours, and whatever minutes that was. Okay, so we should be back to being okay. The weather sounds kind of decent. So I got all that put away, got a few things sorted. We're getting kind of close on some of this junk. That's great, wonderful. And we got another sapling, so awesome. All right, I want to, as soon as we can, let's just make sure we've got all the stuff that we're going to need to go, do what we need to do. I've got 10 cloth. I'm going to leave that much here so that we can kind of lighten that up a little bit. I can get rid of some sticks because I crashed up a bunch of the... It already sounds like it's coming up again. Every single morning it has been a damn blizzard. Patience is definitely a thing in this zone. I'm gonna fix whichever one of these that are gonna give me the most heat back. So that looks to be needing a little bit of stuff, so we'll repair that. With that, every single morning practically it has been a blizzard in this zone. It like I said, the other save that I brought in here, I spent more time outside at night than I did during the day, period. I've never had to play it like this because the weather was always nicer at night. So do the thing. There. Finally. Finally. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So in all of that time, did any of this cure? No, we got one or two that are ready to go. All right. We need to go play. I want to go play on the other side of this map. We're going to bring a little bit of water with us. We should be okay with the critters. Yeah, okay. That's workable for the moment. I wanted a little bit more warmth, but we're just gonna go. I have an idea of where I want to end the series. What am I talking about? Hey, why is there water right here? Cool. All right. I have an idea of where I want to end today at, so we need to get moving. And it's cold, so we need to go. Where can we go? Can we go out this side? Is there a way out over here? Can I get through this? No. Can I get over that? Probably not. All right, well, we'll go this direction, and hopefully the doggos are not out where we can see them. So we're going to follow the road this direction. Good, they're all scared of me right now. I actually probably should go back in there and see if there isn't any coal in that cave. But let's make a run for where we want to go. I want to get away from these doggos, get away from these stupid timbers, and get to this side of the map. So there is a spot over here I want to get to, but it's going to take us a little bit to get there. So we can kind of explore while we're at it. Spooky. Spooky. There we go. Okay, back up. All right, nice. Let's go do a little bit more exploring. And I think we should be reasonably safe over here for a little while. But there's a couple of things I want to look at for certain. I know that there was some more sapling spawns over here. I want to try to get them. And then there's a spot over here that we want to go investigate. There's also a whole bunch of timber wolves over here in places, so we're going to be careful. Ruined fleece mittens. Yeah, and a chocolate bar. Check that out. Cool. That's interesting. A ruined fleece mitten and a chocolate bar new in it. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to kind of go light on the wood. I think we've got plenty for a while, so This pathway over here, like I said, for spoilers for those of you that have not played with it, the road is blocked. There's a landslide that covers the road. We're going to kind of walk around this area and kind of look for other things. So I did, and I've walked back here before. I know that there was some more cattails, and I know there might possibly be some more saplings somewhere. It's not cold. We'll be okay. If we have to light a fire, we can light a fire. I have intentions of not really worrying about temperature right now. It's going to be warm from here on out, so it should actually start warming up, hopefully. But we're going to go pick all the cattails and look around. Okay, so there is a cave over here. I know there's a couple of caves in this zone. There's quite a few caves, actually, in it, so I'm just trying to figure out long-term survival tactics for this area because it's really nasty, as we've seen already. I mean, like, there's a blizzard every day, and that's amazing. It's just the way things work. But in your mind, you can do the things that I do. I tend to try to remember as I wander around areas where things are and, you know, where to go running for stuff. I don't necessarily make charcoal maps because, you know, they work, but they're not the way I do things. So, hey, look, our recycled can. We'll pick it up and we'll take all your sticks. Creek bed cave. Okay, that's cool. I did not know this exists. Is it a coal cave? No. Okay, let's do the thing. Thank you. Hey, the sun came out. This is the, whoop, excuse me. Mouse, work with me, please. Did the sun come out? No. It's probably working on coming out. Invalid location. It is not out yet. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on things. And that's another strat, too. It's like, if the weather looks cruddy, pass an hour of time and see whether or not the weather changes. Whether or not weather, whatever. So you might end up with the weather changing really kind of very quickly. Sometimes in this game, especially in these zones where the weather is very chaotic, like here in Bleak Inlet, just pass an hour of time and see what happens. Because the next hour of you wandering around in the game might actually be a really nice time, especially towards the end of the day like it is right now. So we're going to kind of wander through this area, and I kind of want to make it up on top of some of this stuff here pretty soon. We're going to make sure we pick up all the goodies and the toys and the, well, not quite so many of the sticks, but all of this for sure, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. And even any other way here, I'm kind of been thinking about this as the way we're going for the the rest of this episode. That spot where we're at is probably about as good a base as anything because it's indoors all the time. It's warm. It's got a crafting bench. It has a fire barrel and it has a bed. Like I said, I think I said that already. But anyhow, the road is right down here. So we're just right over there. The landslide is like right in here somewhere. And if I remember, there might be one more car. Let's go check. I forget. It's, again, not quite in my head complete yet. Yeah, there was one more car. Okay, cool. We'll get this guy done. I want to kind of spend a little bit more time just kind of searching around on this end because I know exactly where to go on the other side. I mean, like, almost exactly how to get to where we need to go to do the stuff. So I haven't really spent a lot of time over here on this side of the map exploring. So there are some more, there should be some more power poles over here somewhere. Hey, look, it's the river. And then we were just over there. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep going. You need to do the puzzle. But yeah, there's a landslide right there, and this is technically the entrance of where you're supposed to come into it. The fun part of around it. Kind of Keeper's Pass is kind of a precursor to this side of the map. The zone. The area. I think we looked at that one, right? Might have to go back over and look at that one. I think that one's on, is it on this side or the other side? It's on the other side, I think. Doesn't really matter. What do we got over here? Run it out. We're going to spend the night somewhere else tonight. Yeah, hey, let me up. Is he here? Hello? Are you here? Don't see you. Okay, well, we may go bother that guy, we may not. There's a bear down here. I don't really like where he is as far as hunting him. Where is he? The bear spawns in this one are kind of interesting. I don't know if the one actually in story that's way up by the mine up on that end is actually a spawn that exists in regular survival. So it may be something to see. I've had several different spawns change, at least between the two characters that I've brought in so far. I did get bored and haul the 500-day loper that I have in here, the long run, just for fun, just to see, you know, what her spawns would be like. And they are different than the 150, 160-day one that we brought in. And I'm so far thinking they're probably going to be a little different than this one, though we're going to have to wait on that. So let's see. There he is. There he is. I was wondering where he was. Okay, cool. But anyhow, we have this crazy long path of stuff that we have to kind of wander. And they kind of do mark it a little bit for you. It's kind of figured out. There's lots of little resources to pick up as you wander through the area. We're going to go around the corner over here up through this little section and drop into probably where we're going to spend the night tonight and as such end the episode. So let's go down here, or go up here, I should say. Man, this is the nicest it's been in this zone in like however many tries I've tried. Climb all the climbs. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. I love it. He should be moved on. We're going to go this way. Now, we can keep going that way and go around the corner and go down or go up and go over there. There's going to be some more stuff we're going to look at. We're going to go this way because, again, I think we're getting ready to try to end this. And we need, again, to try to find a place to shelter to end the episode. And I'm going to go ahead and pick all these rose hips because, you know, they're rose hips. And we did drink a few of our teas. Essentially, I'm probably never coming back to this zone once we get this all done. So, even with this character, we're probably going to, if we decide, like I should say, if we decide to do something further with an interloper character, I'm not going to start a new loper over. We're not going to do one of those. And I doubt very seriously I'm going to do any kind of a custom run, mainly because of the fact that I like the game the way that it is like this. I like the way this stuff is set up, so it's kind of fun just for me as it is. So we'll kind of continue to kind of play this. We may end up doing cartographer with this person, and if we're going to do cartographer, we're going to stay in this zone, finish it, and then leave. So move on to Timberwolf or someplace. Probably not, actually. I'll probably go out Keeper's Pass and map all that. But anyhow, if you go around the right direction all the way through that area, you walk down this little hill, there's a nice little trailer right here that you can then spend the evening in. So we're going to check this tower, and then we're going to head to that trailer because the weather feels like it's coming back up again. We got our hour of nice from Blackrock for the day. Hey, backpack. Nothing. I think, yeah, I think that one's on the other side of the river. We're gonna have to check them, but yeah, so far I think there's been at least 2 or 3 flares that we found on top of these, or at least one. And again, in my other runs, or at least every time I've been to them, go to those things because there's at least flares at them sometimes. Yeah, we may just do a silly little let's start in Blackrock series for just a little bit, but that's about all it would be, is just getting out of Blackrock alive kind of thing. Would be kind of interesting, because I would assume it would be kind of fun. So anyhow, indoors. Alrighty, I think we'll loot this in the next episode, beginning of next episode, and we'll continue on. So next episode, we're going to finish this, and then probably finish the rest of this side, and then head towards the penitentiary. So just so you guys are aware, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm really having a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.